Justin Chan is...
Justin Chan is
original.
A hard worker.
Charismatic.
Incredibly talented.
definitely someone who thinks he's an extra in a Gucci Mane music video.
Inspirational. Justin Chan is inspirational.
The big personality.
Very unique.
Inspiring.
He's the guy who cuts my hair.
The man.
The myth, the legend, the best barber on SC's campus.
Fresh.
Very outgoing.
Original.
Obnoxious.
Different.
He's really authentic. He is who he is. He doesn't care what anyone has to say about him. He's just Justin.
Every time I'm at home, I just put protein powder in my oatmeal, just throw it in there. I don't use cups out here. Just be efficient out here. If you don't need cups, you don't need to use it. I'm currently flexing as hard as I can. Got the red shirt, it pops a little bit. Got the slides, you have some pop. Like, you gotta show them. Like, I don't know, drip is just, you can't really put into words. When you see like some nice clothing, you're like, okay, that's drip. I got to blow dry because if I don't blow dry, my hair just sticks out. It's like Asian grass. That's how I describe it. It's time to bounce. It's go time. Good morning, South Central. Man. So this is Business 302 with Caroline Fleischman. Yeah, so I'm gonna see y'all in 2 hours, let's say. So, catch y'all in a bit, all right? I'll catch you. Hey, this is MTV. Welcome to my crib. I'm in Marvin's room now. The old Chinese booklets. This is what I studied in the summers of my childhood, learning Zhongwen. I feel like a lot of Chinese kids or Asian kids had to learn their language in the summers or go to some sort of tutoring, and I was one of those kids for sure. This gives me memories because this was my old violin bag. It's crazy because I put it in the heat a lot, and you can see like notes. That's how you know like it's been through a lot. So I mean, I played the violin for from kindergarten to 8th grade. So I was nice with that. It's crazy because I wasn't proud to say I played the violin, you know, because being Asian, people expected you to do that kind of stuff, like play the piano. Like, oh, it's not surprising that you play the piano because you're Asian. That's the kind of stereotype it has. So growing up, I was like, oh, like I don't really tell people unless they ask me, you know, like. But I would tell people I played basketball because I was proud of like, oh, I play basketball, you know.
Vince Carter.
Ooh.
Like I was always jealous because like he was always better at me in a lot of things, and I have a competitor fire me. And I was like, man, like, I don't care if I'm younger. Like I want to be just as good as him. And, like for example, basketball, he would just clown me outside, like until like the end. I'm like, I can't do anything.
Yeah! What are you doing today, Simon?
Serving up dim sum.
All day.
Yeah.
I'm pretty more lax, more like quiet, more like reserved. Justin's more out there, and he, you know, when he wants something, he'll take it. I always like the test monkey, you know, the educational test monkey. My mom sent me to all the tutoring classes, like SAT prep, you know, SAT 2 prep, and then like she sent me to piano classes, you know, all these different classes, you know. But then for Justin, she would send him to like basketball count.
I mean, I played all the instruments too. I went to those classes too.
Right. He went to
a bunch of classes too.
But he had more freedom of like, you know.
I guess I gotta choose what I want to do.
Yeah, choose what you want to do, and also he had more leeway in high school to hang out with friends.
How to bless me, you know. Yeah, he was looking rusty one day. I was like, all right, I gotta get you right. And he's back
Yeah,
to
there
life.
it is. 3 days old, but fresh as ever.
Oh yeah, I'm the kid who got hit by DPS outside party, and this kid is the guy who flooded party.
Oh yeah, so
3 floors of party.
3 floors of party. Oh, here's Party Tower right here. Oh my gosh.
Party Tower.
Yeah,
The
party-
man, the myth, the legend.
Yeah.
Justin Chan.
So I walked into my neighbor's room, and we always toss the football in his room. So there was one instance I threw it a little harder, and then I guess there's the sprinklers on top of the ceiling, and then it like grazed it a little bit and just snapped off. And then you just see like the geyser waters, like, and also there's a video of one of the workers just looking at the water come down
and not
just,
know what to do. That's
yeah,
the one I
just
saw.
looking at that like that. I was like, oh my gosh. So my mom has my USC email. I think I logged in on her phone. And so I was like, okay, she's gonna get the information. So I was like, okay, can we do this in any way that I don't need to tell my mom? And they're like, nah. And I was like, shoot. And I had to tell her.
My name is Ying Chan. I'm Justin's mother. I came to this country almost when I was 30 years old. I felt like I already missed a lot of opportunities. And I felt like my kids, they have every opportunities. I'm always there to watch their homework, worry that they don't turn in the right homework. I would check everything. So I felt there's no reason why you shouldn't do well. I guess that's the mentality.
So I remember she would go to work, and then she would leave me and my brother home. Like, oh, preview, review, because like that's gonna make you successful. We would just constantly hear that. I'm sure my brother can attest to that. Well,
Yes.
yeah, I use that now. It's like a great term because I have to do that now for my studies.
He was saying preview review.
Yeah, so.
Yes. Well, that's the way I study. I was a very good student.
So she was like the top student in her Beijing university. So I had high standards to live upon. Just growing up, like my parents would always push the books and they actually wouldn't allow me to do much outside of the books. So I just honestly got myself out there without their consent, and that's how I was. I was doing bad in the class. We had parent conferences. I remember that night I had a basketball game. So she's like, oh, I need to talk to you after the game. And then after that, it was bad in the car. So they're just talking about how, oh, basketball's distracting you. This is my sophomore year of high school. This is when she was like the most, because I wasn't like trying my hardest. You know, that was the time I wasn't like pushing myself. It was just my mom pushing me. My father passed away before my freshman year, so she would bring him up, and that would really upset me in certain ways. You know, I was a stubborn kid. I was just trying to fight back in my way, and it didn't look good. I moved to my cousin's house for a good 2 weeks, but you know, it happens. It's part of life.
I always take them to tennis court on Saturday morning. But then I think that's the time he already decided he didn't want tennis anymore. He wanted to do basketball. He said, I want to go home. I said, no, I'm not done. So I just I'm not done. And then so he went into the car. So then when I went to the car, he's already kicking everything, pushing every button. And then the car was like making noise and all that. So to the point, I was telling him, I said, what is your problem? He said, I hate this. I'm not going to do this anymore. At that point, I questioned myself. This is wrong. I mean, he wanted to destroy my car. No, okay, you have your way. Don't ever do tennis again.
Mr. Willie Allen's house, my high school basketball coach. What's up? Yo. We chilling.
I kind of inherited Justin Chan, so he was a freshman. Before, I never had freshmen on my varsity team. So I'm like, man, who is this freshman here? Why is he on varsity? But it came out to be one of the best decisions I made throughout my career. Teams would see us, they're like, oh, we have, a lot of Asians on our team. Like, oh, and they think they can't play basketball. By the end of that game, they're like, he's not Asian, he's a baller. And that was, by him being that catalyst for us. I mean, we're in the game, playing, runs over to me, coach, my tooth, he has his tooth in his hand, smiles, and he's got this big gap in his tooth. I'm like, what? He's like, oh, I'm okay, coach. Pushes it back in, put some gauze in his mouth, and literally was playing with the gauze pushed in, biting his teeth, and just played the rest of the game, man. Came in, I think he scored like 6 or 8 more points. It was like the last 3 minutes of the game. He scored like 6, 8 more points after getting his tooth knocked out, where most kids probably would have been like, hey, I'm done. Hey, take me out, sit me on the bench. But he came back and he finished the game.
Everything I do, it still relates to basketball, because that taught me how to work with others, taught me how to work hard at something, because I realized through basketball, once you work hard at something, you can get better at it, and then your success will be there if you work hard.
I saw how much he was focusing when he was shooting, and I'm thinking, yeah, this is the way we want someone focusing on something. So I stepped back and I felt it's not the same. I couldn't really do everything the way I did with Simon to Justin. He was stubborn, strong in his own way, and because of him, I learned to compromise, and I really put myself closer to him and to Simon too. I'm very blessed. I'm very grateful. They are wonderful. Okay, I got one more.
Wait.
All I gotta say.
Dear God, thank you for bringing us all together in this wonderful day. Thank you for the Chan family for hosting us. I pray that you would bless this house. And as we eat, I pray that we'll be able to really enjoy our time with our families and really be in peace and in your presence. We thank you and just we pray, amen.
Amen. All right, enjoy. Thank you. It's my pleasure. Justin said you're gonna meet the finest from USA.
Kiki, I love you. Are you riding? Taking the baby from beside me. No! Why out loud?
I feel like I'm so blessed to be in this situation, to have great people around me, a great family, and just whatever I've been through growing up, especially with my dad passing away, it just reminds me, okay, I gotta make sure I'm living life the right way, because tomorrow's not promised. Like, people love you, and you gotta make sure to remind them how you're here to stay and you're here to care for them.
One more. 1, 2, 3. Okay, I want to join them because
Thank you for sharing this time with me. I hope that you enjoyed your time here, and hope you enjoyed my lifestyle and what I go through in life and my time at USC. Well, I'll tap in with you later. All right, peace.